Hello and welcome to Orion Outreach. I'm your host Stacy Calloway, and if you notice, the holidays are fast approaching, and so today I'm joined by Bill Kokenos, who is the president of the parade group. How are you today?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing very well. Talk to us about what event you have coming up.
On December 7th in the evening, we have the biggest lighted Christmas parade in Michigan, at least we believe it is. Can't find any evidence against it. The Orion Lighted Christmas Parade. And this year's theme is a family game night Christmas, trying to bring back the old days of when kids didn't have iPads and iPhones and all that other stuff where you sat around and played Monopoly and Candyland and things like that. So that's our theme this year. We're hoping that it takes off. I've heard from different people that they're really excited for it. So we're excited to have it. It's a whole different kind of a theme instead of, like the Monsters or Star Wars or something like that. So it's a wholly different one.
And who came up with this particular theme?
The committee did. I'm not exactly sure which one it was, but what we do is usually in the spring, excuse me, we get together and we try to pick a theme. Now we have the owners of Ed's Broadway costume, they go to different events, so they see what's popular. And everything that seemed to be popular, what we'd already done. So we said, well, we got to come up with something else. And one of the people on our committee came up with this, and we all said, yeah, because the first thing we all thought about was, the old games, the Candyland and the Sorry and Operation and stuff like that. And we thought, that would be a good thing. Kids will understand what we had to go through.
Exactly. And then, do you have a favorite game that you played when you were younger?
Do I? Yeah, it was Monopoly.
Monopoly, okay.
Yeah,
so
we'd play for days. Literally, we played for days, the same game.
Okay, and then how many different people do you have participating in this particular parade?
Well, we don't know until the night of the parade, because we do allow people to come up that night and sign up and pay the registration fee. Okay. Last year we had a total of 123 to 126 entries in the parade. Now when I say entries, that's actual getting a reading from the stage from our two MCs. So yeah, that was it. And this year it's been really different because I've kept count of the new people that have contacted me about being in the parade or wanting information, and I'm already up to like 16 or 17 people that are never been in the parade before, want to know what to do, how to register and stuff like that. So we haven't really gotten into the registration part of it yet, but I'm expecting it to be pretty big.
And how much money does it cost for registration?
$15. Okay. And the $15 goes to pay to put the parade on, because we do make a contribution to the Lake Orion Choir. Every band that's in the parade gets a donation from us. We also have to pay for insurance, which is quite expensive, as well as some of the other things we have. Like this year, we're going to have a horse-drawn carriage. That costs money. So we, sponsors do help out. We don't get a lot of sponsors, but it does help out. So that's where our money goes.
And what would you like to tell maybe someone who wants to sponsor this particular event?
That they can go onto our website, which is www.orionparade.org, and orionlightedparade.org, and to go on there, and there's a sponsorship package. We have two sponsorships, $250 and $500. We figure at the end of the year, everybody's contributed a lot, and we just, little help goes a long way.
Now take us through it. So you have a particular parade route.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
We have a parade route. We start out at Blanche Sims, goes through the neighborhood till it gets to, it goes down the street where Blanche Sims is, and then it goes on to Flint Street. And Flint Street we turn at Anderson, and then Anderson and Broadway is where we have our stage, which is where our two MCs, Rockin' Ronnie and John Cooper, will announce who it is, and then they go all the way down to the end of Broadway, turn left on Elizabeth, turn right there at Lapeer Street, and then the parade technically ends right at the school administration building, which this year will be opened up so that if the kids or the parents are there, need to get warmed up, go to the restroom, that building will be open as well.
Okay.
And at Blanche Sims, we'd like our groups to be there between 4 and 4:15. Get registered, or if they've already registered, check in, get their parade number. Then they can go in and have all the pizza and hot chocolate you want. We ask them to go back out about 5:30 so the parade can start at 6 o'clock.
And this is a bit of a tradition for you as well.
For me, yeah, I've probably been doing about 10 or 12 years. And the committee, a lot of the people have been on the committee a little longer. This year, we have a grand marshal, which is Pat Fueling. Pat and her husband Wes were, what I have been found out, were the originals parade people, which started out with the Orion Chamber.
And how did everything get started? Like, what was the purpose of putting this particular parade together?
The original thought that I know of is that they wanted to do something Christmassy for the community, to bring the community together as the start of the holiday season.
Okay.
And it started out with the chamber, started the group, and then after it got to be too much work for the chamber, they broke off to another group, which is what we are now.
And so you guys fundraise and you give money to the choir, and then
we give the money to the choir. We also contribute to both the Sheriff's Department, Oakland County Sheriff's, Lake Orion Police Department for their Shop with Kids program. So we try to put back into the community as well. We have some other ideas that we haven't finalized yet of what we'd like to do, but we just don't want to be a parade group and do nothing else with the community. We want to be part of the community and do different things with the community.
So when people come out, once again, they go through the parade route, and a great event for the kids to come to as well, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's a great event. We have 30 or 40 costume characters this year. I know we're definitely having Donald Duck and Goofy and Mary Poppins. Minnie and Mickey Mouse are a huge, huge hit. And by far, the hardest working one is Elmo. Okay, Elmo just, we can't get Elmo. We can't get Elmo and Goofy off the streets. We have to drag them.
You have to drag them off.
Yeah, because they want to poo. And at the end of the parade, at the village offices, is where the kids can come down and visit with Santa and Mrs. Claus. We've got a special treat that we haven't announced yet that we're giving away besides the little goodie bags. And there may be some of the other mascots that are in the parade that will be there too. But we want to make it a fun night. We hope the weather's good, a lot better than last year. But we hope the weather's good, and it's a fun night. We'll have music and a choir before the parade.
Okay.
We've got right now signed up 6 bands. I just got an email the other day from the Pistons drumline. This is their favorite event for them to do, as well as the Detroit Lions have been telling me that their drumline as well. So, yeah, they love it. Yeah.
Big and better.
Yeah, well, we actually, it's gotten so big that we now really regularly meet. Some of us regularly meet probably starting in February, March, just to get some check off things and do some things that need to be done and revise some things that we'd like to do.
Well, you guys certainly do a great job at that. And then lastly, you mentioned prizes. What about the people who are in the parade? What kind of prizes do they get?
We have some different, well, the prizes would be for the kids. It's a little gift that we're giving them from the parade group. We do have some different levels of best commercial vehicle, best nonprofit, and a few other ones. They get a plaque at the end, not at the end of the parade, but we get it to them next year after that's done. But yeah, and that's judged by the 52nd District Court judges. They come in, and special night for us, they come in and they pick all the winners.
Wonderful. And then do you have anything else that you want to mention?
We do have the Holly Jolly Folly, which is the night before. That is our main fundraiser. We do have another fundraiser in September, which I think has been on TV already, with the Zombie Walk. But the Holly Jolly Folly is our main fundraiser. That's a dinner, dance, and a silent auction. So I'm always looking for silent auction donations. People are there. We've sold out 4 or 5 years in a row, and we're already telling people the tickets go on sale November 1st. We're already telling people, get them now, because I can't guarantee that they're going to have tickets later on.
Well, we certainly hope that the weather is cooperative for you, and I don't know about you, but I can't wait for the Christmas season.
I can't wait either.
Okay, well, that'll do it for this edition of Orion Outreach. Thank you, Bill Kokenos, once again for joining us.
Glad to be here.
Absolutely, and thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.